driving back from lunch through rain, which is lovely. We got the aircon on. It says it's 20 degrees out there. Very comfortable. Nice to be able to sit out at lunchtime under a... What were we sitting under? A thing.
Coverings.
A covering.
Veranda.
We were sitting on the terrace, weren't we?
Veranda with
under awnings.
Awnings. Yeah, so that's close.
It wasn't raining whilst we were eating, but it just started to rain as we left. We had storms overnight. I did open up some windows upstairs overnight, and then when I was up at 4ish, I think I closed them because I didn't want to find that the wind had got up and blown rain into the bedroom. So we're closed up still downstairs because the humidity is so high out here, and it just makes you uncomfortable. So we had a nice lunch. We've now got to wait with bated breath for a phone call to tell us to rush over to Joe's to meet the contractor from the electric company to reconnect her electrics over at the ex-tenanted house. It got cut off because the shitbag didn't pay. It's a good job I don't know where he lives. So we've got to wait for that, and then we're Zooming our friends later. The ones that are coming on later on in September. We've got a cat indoors. First time she's been in for ages. She was all curled up on the dining room table. Animals aren't allowed on tables, but you can't tell cats.
Shedding masses of hair.
Well, she is, isn't she?
Especially when she's wet.
Yeah.
So you've got a hand covered in fur.
Yeah.
So before I let her on my lap, I put an apron on, so I don't have to carry fur around all day.
She's quite thin. She's been out so much. Not coming in much. She comes in twice a day at the most and eats, and then she's gone again. She's thin. And when I went down to let the chickens out this morning, she was out in the middle of the field. I saw on the driveway a dead Lero, so I think that she's been out hunting. Quite happy for the Leros to be dead, because it means that they're not going to nest in the ceiling. If she can keep the population down, that'll be a good thing.
They're also rumoured to eat through electrical cable insulation.
But I don't think they did ours, did they? We didn't find any evidence of that when they had the ceilings down.
Know what was up there?
No. Well, we don't. The skeletons came down, but we don't know what they were. No. They could have been rats, wildebeest.
I don't think they were that big.
Wildebeest, maybe.
What you mean from all the noise they made?
Yeah.
About?
It sounded like bloody wildebeest.
Sometimes.
That lorry park over there, all the metalwork over there, it looks like they're going to be putting up shelters. I'm hoping that they're going to be putting up solar panels. That would make so much sense if they were doing that. I was noticing or reflecting on our way out, we came past some trees, and I said to Mark, I remember those being planted. I think they're probably 12, 14 years ago, and now they're very established, sort of, I think they're Christmas trees, you would have called them, or whatever. I don't know whether they were planted as a crop. I also remembered that coming out of home and heading down into the village, that I remember the hedge being planted, the laurier hedge, which is now really very tall. And realised that I've never been in one place long enough to see stuff from earlyhood to fully grown. It's quite, for me, it's quite strange. This is the longest I've been in one house.
Yeah, me too.
You too, isn't it? Yeah. You're going to go through the square.
if you like.
Go on then. It'll probably be reasonably empty because of this weather.
Yeah.
It was lovely sitting out. I can't imagine sitting under there in the heat that we've just had. I wonder how busy they were in Pizza Bella.
Pizza Bella's where we've just been. So
Yeah.
I wonder how busy they were.
I wonder how busy they were in the heat, I suppose is what I
Oh,
meant.
right, how I see.
You know, in what we've just, I couldn't imagine sitting there in the heat that we've just had for the last few days.
Mind you, that hairspray thing works rather well.
I hate it.
I know you do.
I always think Legionnaire's disease with that
Of course you do,
spraying.
yeah.
Well, I do, and it sprays mist at you and lands on your food. I don't, unless it's completely new water, I can't imagine how healthy that is.
It's probably 50-50 dilution of chlorine.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. Same as you get in swimming pools.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't like it.
Or Dettol or something.
I was in where was I? On Grand Frais the other day, and they got the salad vegetables all being sprayed with water, and I'm sure that got stopped. I can't remember whether it was in the UK, but I do think, unless your water supply is fresh, coming from a tap, then you've got to be really careful.
Still doing outdoor business.
Yeah. Another place that's good and works hard and efficient. Go into the Mary on my way out this morning with a form from the pension agency, which has to be signed by the mayor to prove I'm still alive. When he signs it tomorrow, or it won't be tomorrow, will it? It's Saturday tomorrow. When he signs it, or it might be this afternoon, I won't be there. So
I'm sure the mayor is supposed to take your pulse before he signs the paper.
Yeah.
Ours didn't even see me.
But he'd seen you earlier in the day because we'd waved as we'd come through.
He saw somebody waving out of the
He
car.
saw us. Such a stupid former.
There's been a checks kept on whether we're still alive and whether you're a benefits cheat. There are on all kinds of.
Oh, I know. All my
tax
disability
avoidance.
benefits could go away if I'm
Tax
not
avoidance
careful.
is far, far bigger.
Yeah. Any French workmen working during lunch hour?
Well, on that place, that's been semi-derelict
Ever since we've been here. It's probably going to be a McDonald's or something.
Oh, God forbid. Perhaps the British government, PLC, has set up a new refugee processing centre in the middle of France. That would make sense. Save them getting on those dangerous rubber boats.
Yeah, this is the hedge on the left that I remember being little tiny sprigs of green leaves. Now look at it.